Whoa, Africa. I've always wanted to come here.
Welcome to Mombasa. Transfer to Africa provides all enlisted men automatic promotion to the rank of lieutenant. Congratulations.
Company C and D will report to Barracks 12. Company E to Barracks 9. The rest of you go to the train station immediately. You will continue on to Lake Victoria and join up with your unit there.
So much for a bath and a hot meal.
Your tickets provide free transportation on regularly scheduled trains.
Excuse me, we're headed for Victoria?
You're the last one. Hurry. Look at them. Wait! That's the train to Mushy! Hey, that's the train to Mushy!
Passing Mount Kilimanjaro on our left any time now.
You mean on our right, we just passed it?
No, that must be some other mountain. We're headed for Nairobi, so it'll definitely be on our left.
Are you sure?
Trust me, if that were Mount Kilimanjaro, we'd be headed for Moshi.
Trust me, he says. Mr. Barstow with his back. How could we wind up on the wrong train?
Look, what's the difference? Let's just try and get back, all right? Excuse me. Sedia. We go Victoria.
You missed this train. Take go Longido. Longido, take go Nairobi. Nairobi, take go Victoria.
Longido, Nairobi, Victoria.
Victoria.
Asante. Thank you. Come on, it's the next train to Longido, that's us.
At this rate, we could run to Victoria.
Not go Sambara! Go Longido!
At least we're going in the right direction.
Let's hope.
Okay, as near as I can tell, he's riding ahead to bring back a repair group.
How long will that take?
A week.
Mon Dieu, we can't wait a week. We have to report to our unit.
I know. Okay, look. If that's the way to Longido, then that's north, right? Well, according to this map, there's another rail line about 10 miles east that runs parallel to this one. So all we have to do is walk 10 miles that way and hop another train. Well, it's either that or we wait here for a week. Sunset.
It's beautiful. It's magnificent. It's in the wrong place. Indy, if the sun sets in the west and we are walking east, then the sun should be over there. You pinhead! I can't believe it. If the Germans don't kill us, the Belgians will shoot us both for desertion.
I die of hunger and thirst before that happens. Do you hear music?
Rossini. Indy, am I hallucinating? Germans?
I can't tell.
You notice something strange about his name?
Really old.
Fed some butterflies, Mr. Golem?
Matata.
Maybe German spies.
We're not German spies.
An American. Put her there, pard. Texas?
New Jersey.
Ain't nothing to be ashamed of, son. What's with the funny uniforms?
We are Belgian soldiers. Who are you? You are a British unit?
25th Royal Fusiliers.
Great. Now that we know we're on the same side, we'd like to see your commanding officer.
The General needs 7 men with various specific skills. He's left us very clear on that point. I can't just show up one man short.
Understood. But where in blazes are we going to find someone with an intimate working knowledge of trades who also speak German?
Captain?
Who the devil are you?
Lieutenant de Fosse. And this is Lieutenant Baudouin, Belgian Army.
Belgian army?
They just came straggling in off the Veldt.
I'm afraid we got lost trying to join our unit. And we're about a day late getting to Lake Victoria.
Damn, that's 300 miles from here. When you boys get lost, you don't mess around.
Excuse me, sir. Have we met?
But I'm aware, Captain Salou.
Good to see you again, sir.
Good to see you.
You don't remember me. I guess I was about 9 years old. Henry Jones, Jr.
Son of Professor Jones?
Yes!
You were lost then too, I recall.
Well, this really wasn't my fault. We thought we were on the right train, and somehow it was the wrong train. And then we got on another train, and, well, that train broke down, but well, I guess it was the wrong train anyway, because here we are.
Easy for you to say.
You don't appear to know much about trades.
Well, actually, I know a lot about trains. I spent my summers working shoveling coal on trains, but that really doesn't teach you much about the timetables here in the middle of Africa.
I see.
I don't suppose you speak German.
Ich spreche viele Sprachen. But again, that really doesn't help me get to Lake Victoria. We really need transportation north to the Belgian lines. Can you help us?
Oh, dear, you are out of luck. Our supply truck isn't due in for weeks.
Sir, how about the General?
Now, there's an idea. We were just about to visit our dear friend General Smuts on the beach. Why don't you come along? I'm sure he could fix something up.
A trip to the beach?
Sounds great.
That's it. Donald, the staff car.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
We really, really appreciate this.
Oh, yes, we do.
Think nothing of it.
Shortcut, sir.
By all means. How's the British lines? Just ahead. Halt! 25th Royal Fusiliers reporting as ordered. Password is Coral. Gentlemen, this is going to be a rough ride. Look at that mess on the beach. Germans seem to have General Smuts pinned down. Hang on, we're going to have to play a little dodgeball.
Let's get the heck out of here!
Well, so much for the car.
Competitive force! Have your friends stay here, you come with me!
Don't worry, Remy. I'll get everything taken care of. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Oh, good Lord.
Fred, you've made it. Jolly good to see you again. You know Major Minor Sargon, British intelligence.
I've not had that pleasure. The pleasure is entirely mine. Well, I'm surprised to find you here, General. I thought you'd be the Morogoro by now.
The trouble is, every time we try to make a move, the Germans hit us with something big. I mean big. The shells leave craters 50 yards across.
Sounds like a naval cannon to me. 380 most like.
380?
380mm cannon designed by Jerry for his battleships. It fires a 2-ton shell, 30 miles, and has a barrel 50 feet long.
30 miles? Mother of mercy, they got a battleship out there?
That's just it. They're not hitting us from the sea. They're shelling us from inland, somewhere around here.
Inland?
Yes, and it's hellishly mobile. It's not just us, it's all our positions within a 100-mile radius.
Gentlemen, if you had the biggest cannon in the world, and you wished to bedevil your enemy by land, how would you do it?
I'd mount that sucker on a flat car and ride the rails like a hobo out of hell.
Right. The German railroad is 30 miles inland. You can bet the farm that's where she is.
Captain, I see your men haven't lost their edge.
They're the best of the best. Right, you lot, form up. Eyes, what? Birdie Sound, former merchant marine, former lighthouse keeper, expert on all things seagoing, including naval artillery. Bill McMillan, former Rodeo man, wildcat miner, demolitions expert.
Big Mac to my friends.
Mr. Gollo, best tracker in Africa. Zoltan, ace mechanic, expert with knives, best clown in Europe. Donald Parks, former Secretary to His Majesty, former British intelligence, expert strategist. Henry Jones, Jr., expert on trains, fluent in German.
Gentlemen, on behalf of His Majesty, I thank you all for volunteering.
Huh? Volunteering for what?
Gentlemen, we haven't a moment to lose.
Wait a minute, sir. But, no. General, you know, I'm not even supposed to be here. I'm in the Belgian army.
All the more laudable. And write a letter of commendation to your General Tambour.
Germans are sending up reinforcements from the south. They are arriving in 6 days. We're still on this beat. We are done for.
6 days?
Son, the good Lord made the world in 6 days. Let's load up a cannon compared to that.
Finding the thing that's the tricky part. I've sent men, I've sent aeroplanes, I've had every inch of that railway scoured and still nothing. Don't know how they're hiding it. It's a phantom train, my friends.
We'll give you all the explosives we can spare.
We've got plenty here.
Whew. Damp air don't do this stuff much good. Should be okay. As long as nobody sneezes too hard. Oh, yeah. Whatever you do, keep the stuff dry. Ain't no good to us wet.
What, you expect me to carry these? Forget it. You can't just Shanghai me off on some mission.
You heard what the general said. We're all volunteers.
I didn't volunteer.
Then I order you to go.
You can't. I'm not in your army.
Don't spit out.
The answer's no. I'm not going on some suicide mission with a bunch of creaky old geezers who belong in a retirement home.
I'm a captain, you're a lieutenant, and order's an order. All right. This might come in handy.
Remy!
Fred, you're back! What took you so long?
Things have gotten a little more complicated.
I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it. Just tell me we are going to join our unit before we get court-martialed.
Of course.
Of course what?
Of course nothing. We're going back to our unit.
That?
But first I have to run a little errand.
What?
Remy, it'll take me a day, 2 at the most.
What errand?
Look, I don't have time to explain.
Hey, wait a minute! What's going on?
There's nothing to worry about, I promise.
Stars. Well, don't come any better.
I'm supposed to be in Victoria with my regiment. Instead, I'm out here.
Life's like that. You plan one thing and up pops another.
Gotta roll with the punches, son. Take her as she comes. Ain't that right, friend?
How do you expect to pull this off? What's the plan?
Youngsters and their plans.
So plans.
Nothing. As long as you're willing to adapt when they don't work out. He who survives is he who thinks on his feet.
Oh, make it up as you go. Oh, boy, that's great advice.
Yeah, man. When I was your age, I never thought I'd wind up here of all places. None of us did, I expect.
True enough. There I was, a young man riding the rodeo circuit. Well, one night in Abilene, I drew to an inside straight and won myself a used-up ruby mine in Africa. Thought, what the hell? I jumped a freighter. Came over to see just how used up that old ruby mine might be.
So how'd y'all wind up in the same unit?
All us creaky old geezers. When war broke out, nobody would have us, so we formed our own.
Sad thing about going old, my boy. The world thinks you're used up, no good to anybody. Total waste, really. Spend your life gaining wisdom and experience, and then nobody wants it.
Yeah, that's great, but we're talking about blowing up a train.
True, we're not as fast as we used to be, and the bones do creak from time to time.
But age and treachery will always triumph over youth and speed.
Hey!
$20 miles. They're shelling the beach again.
Understand? Let me help.
Damn it! I told you not to get this wet. Shouldn't even be on the ground. Look at how damp that is.
I'm sorry.
Sorry don't mean diddly, son. What if these things don't go boom when they're supposed to? What are you going to tell them 2,000 boys getting shot to pieces on that beach? Sorry? When are you going to grow up? Dumb kids.
Are they damaged?
I don't know. They might be all right. These detonator caps look awful dicey, though. Won't know till we try to set them off. Dumb kids. In one ear and out the other. Bertie, give me a dry rucksack.
There it is. The railhead's just beyond the camp. We'll wait here till the wee hours when most of the men will be asleep.
And then what, just stroll through?
Something like that. Here, put on this German uniform. I think we'll make convincing Germans. Just how convincing depends on you.
No. This will definitely never work. They're bound to ask questions I can't answer. This uniform doesn't make any difference.
When I was a lad, my Austrian housekeeper taught me the loveliest old song. Anyone here know Old Tannenbaum?
Sorta.
Excellent. You three win a drink.
Tannenbaum, oh Tannenbaum, wie grün sind deine Blätter. Du grinst nicht nur zur Sommerzeit, nein auch im Winterstein. Oh Tannenbaum, oh Tannenbaum.
Wer in Norden ist er nicht so gleichzeitig.
Tannenbaum, oh Tannenbaum, wie grün sind deine Blätter. Oh Tannenbaum.
Less than an hour till dawn. Captain, as we're here, I imagine we could use a few things.
Wouldn't hurt to nose around. That's your speciality, Doc.
Well, sir, I suggest you proceed to the railhead and take up a coordinating position there. We'll split up and join you in 10 minutes.
Whoa. But staying in camp? Isn't that pushing our luck?
You never know what might come in handy.
Like what? What could possibly be so important?
Toilet paper? That's always useful.
Toilet paper? I can't believe we're risking our lives for toilet paper.
Leave no outhouse unplundered.
Papiere.
Das ist bei meine Kinder. Hat die Uhr?
Du möchtest verlängertes Insekt in ein Schiff.
Germans should take their toilet paper seriously.
So do we. Daimler, look at those lines.
Should we steal this car?
Quite. Oh, they're shelling the beach again. Hurry, lad.
It's a lot closer than last night.
7 Mile, right. Indy, take my place. Now this road runs roughly parallel to the tracks and intercepts again some 20 miles down. Ernie, you and Indy take the flat car. We'll approach in 2 different directions.
And me and the kid catch the train halfway, right?
Daimler, nice.
Yeah, the Germans do seem to have a knack, don't they, sir?
Why am I the only one doing this?
I helped you start it, didn't I? Stop complaining.
That's it, I've had it.
You never stop complaining.
Achtung, Kanone fertig machen!
It's on the side next to ours. We could hit it by spitting.
Feuer!
Birdie, cover your ears.
Holy heaven. I hope they don't do that again.
It's moving. Come on.
I'm getting too old for this.
Come on, we've almost caught them.
We?
Keep going, we're only half a mile behind. I reckon only half a mile to go.
Stop here, Donald. There's our train. Reverse the car.
Hurry! It's disappearing over that hill.
It's too quiet. Don't you think that train should have passed us by now, sir?
Yes. Pull forward.
Right. There's nothing this end, sir.
I don't understand this.
What the hell? Where'd they go?
It really is a phantom train.
I can see the car.
I see the others. But no train.
No train.
Solly, the mirror.
Flashing message in Morse code. Meet us halfway. Bring toilet paper.
There's nothing along this 5-mile stretch of track but a few dead-end sidings.
Train doesn't just vanish into thin air.
What kind of toilet paper is this?
Real toilet paper's about as rare as snowballs in Kalgoorlie. They use whatever comes to hand.
Documents, memos, invoices. Once delivered, it goes straight to the outhouse. It's a tremendous boon for our intelligence purposes.
You're like Gypsy, reading tea leaves.
But what am I looking for?
Anything unusual.
12 barrels of salted pork, 300 pairs of boots, 40 kilometers of telegraph cable. None of this stuff makes any sense to me.
What? What? What did I say?
Well, they'd have some way of communicating with the bloody thing, didn't they?
Dalton, try the other side.
I found it.
Yes?
It's a dead end.
Where does it go? There's nothing here but cliffs.
Let's go.
Well, why not?
Close up.
Sehr glücklich.
Gentlemen, the Phantom Train.
I want one in that ammo car down the end, 2 there, and 2 in the breech. We're gonna knock this sucker right off its mounts. We're gonna crack that damn barrel up one side and down the other.
That's only 5 bundles of dynamite. Where are we gonna put the others?
That we're gonna use on the engine, and you're gonna show us where to put it. That's why we brought you along, Mr. Train Expert.
Schmidt, radio. Kapitän, eine Nachricht. Bewache die Mannschaft. Jawohl. Achtung! Mannschaft aufstehen! Befehl Nummer 573, schnell!
Go! We'll finish up. Set the time off for 7 minutes.
Right.
It's locked.
Well, we should be safe enough down here, I reckon.
What are you talking about? The whole mountain's about to blow up.
Uh-oh, trouble. Did he say 5 minutes?
Could have been 4.
Better make it 3. Come on, Zoli, let's go. Come on. What you guys waiting for here?
The door's locked.
We can't stay here. The whole mountain's gonna blow.
That's just what I said.
It's too late for anything.
We gotta do something!
Don't panic.
Alle Truppen haben sich sofort am
3, 2, 1.
What happened?
Nothing.
I know nothing happened.
Halt the timer. We have to go back.
Correct. You and Mac go and reset the timer. The rest of you come with them. Indy, come with me.
Come on.
Schnell! Wo ist der Mann mit der Schaufel?
Okay, what do I do when I get there?
You always have to have a plan.
It helps.
Stall. Don't let this train leave the tunnel. Now, hurry.
Wo warst du?
Wo ist Schulz? Schulz ist krank. Der Kapitän schickt mich in seinen Platz.
Come on, Sully, hurry up.
Almost there.
Oops.
Hey, der Hund! Pass auf! Komm!
Ja. Ah, die Bestimmung.
Wait, they're everywhere.
Die Bestimmung. Danke.
Was ist das? Ach, dummer Kerl!
That's the signal. It's moving on. Follow me.
Nein!
Come on, Zoli.
I need 30 more seconds.
Come on, Zoli! Zoli, reset the timer.
Come on, Zoli. Let's get back there.
You think you're going to make it? Of course. They're good chaps.
Cover me, Mac! I'll be back in a second!
Indy, make some room on board.
Was? Was hast du gesagt?
You two!
Look out! Was ist los? Excuse me.
Was ist der Platz? Los, los!
In, gentlemen. Good work, Indy.
Okay, now what?
You're the train expert.
Oh, great, me and my big mouth. Okay, throttle. This is the brakes.
Let's get up there. They need help. Ronald, a Google is in order.
Come on, Zoli. I can't hold them up forever.
It will go off! Couple of minutes!
Let's uncouple this thing and get the hell out of Dodge. I thought you boys would never get here.
The ladder! Come on, Sully! We can't keep them pinned down forever! Hurry up, Sully! Cover it!
Go! Come on, Zoli!
cannon didn't blow up.
Oops.
Oh, no! That's what you get for letting my detonator caps get wet!
What are you doing?
We're going back, aren't we? We can't let him have that gun.
Yes, of course. You wait for my orders next time.
Adios, boys! Drop us a card!
How do we set off those charges?
Why set them off? Why don't we keep going straight through the German lines? We can take the cannon back to the general.
Hey, the kid's right! It would be a lovely gesture.
Are you making this up as you go along?
Yeah?
Right. Well done, then.
Well, boys, we just hijacked ourselves a train! We may want to rethink that. They just blew up the tracks.
They must have telegraphed ahead. We should have cut the damn cable.
Did I also mention the whole damn German army's coming down the road?
What do we do now?
What choice is there? We give them their train back. Maestro, a little steam, if you please.
It's my fault if I hadn't gotten those detonator caps wet.
Donald, sharps.
Sharps. There you are, sir.
Bullet.
What are you, crazy? That's gotta be 500 yards. Nobody could make that shot.
Not true. I'd say there are at least 3 people in the world who could.
I used to be the best shot in Africa once. According to you.
That was a long time ago.
Nice shot, sir.
You're only as young as you feel. Gentlemen.
Could it be?
Oh, my.
Well, sir.
It's them. Have a look.
Right, two men. It's them.
A hero's return. Well deserved.
We could see the explosion 30 miles away.
Duncan, quickly, man.
Bend well, my friend.
I will be doing backflips in no time.
Well, if the rest of you would care to follow me, I think some refreshment might be in order.
Ah.
Indy! Indy!
Remy!
You said you'd be gone for a few days. That was a week ago.
Something came up. We blew up a train.
I heard. Does this mean you're a hero?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it does.
Wonderful. Why the British pin a medal on you, the Belgians will shoot us both for desertion.
Colonel von Leto is our biggest nemesis and the greatest military mind Germany has ever produced. So far, this man has been like a greased shadow. This could be the one opportunity we've been waiting for. According to my source, he is located about 35 miles southwest of our position, just here by this little lake.
I know it's a lot to ask after what you've just been through, but I doubt we'll ever have a chance like this again.
Thank you, General. Well, gentlemen, what do you think?
Sounds like an extraordinary opportunity.
Let's do it.
All in a day's work.
Remy, relax.
Relax, we're 10 days overdue. I'm a married man. Sick of my poor children without a father.
Remy, I'll get this taken care of. These are great guys. Trust me.
Oh, Lieutenant! The men were just telling me about your invaluable contribution. You have my thanks.
Thank you, sir. Oh, the thing is, though, General, we were hoping you could write us a letter explaining what happened.
A tardy apology to the Belgian army. Of course, you deserve it.
And if you have any transportation heading north, because we really need to get back to that railhead.
Oh, you don't want to go that way?
No.
Certainly not.
Why?
It would take 2 weeks to get there.
More like a month.
They're right. What you want to do is to travel about 35 miles southwest of here, down to this little lake here. You can veer north there.
Southwest, that would take us right to the heart of German territory.
Well, of course, you'd be in disguise. Fred, there must be something you can do to help these lads. We can't send them out there on their own, can we?
I suppose I could loan them my tracker, Mr. Gullo.
Hakuna Matata.
Oh, now, don't be so stingy. These boys done us a good turn. I think we should all go.
Right. See them home safe and sound. Reckon it's the least we could do for them.
I agree, absolutely. It's settled then.
Without whose help and courage, the destruction of the German train would not have been possible. I love that part.
I've heard it 100 times. Put it away before you lose it.
What's with you?
So, you a hero. Me, I'm wearing this stupid dress. Why couldn't you be the woman?
They didn't have my size, all right? And I didn't have your figure. Besides, I think we make a good couple.
Sure, we're gonna fool the Germans, as long as they are blind and don't ask me to dance.
Oh, this ain't so bad, horse. It's kind of roomy, in fact.
You can't yourself like a Frenchie.
I'm not a Frenchie, I'm a Belgian. You ever tell anybody you're a dead man?
Hey, look there. Dust.
Mr. Gullo! Oh! Eddie, you better get under cover. Looks like a courier. Must be one of the letters.
Who's Von Leto?
Some German, I guess.
Might be helpful to read his mail.
Yes, it might.
You can't shoot him.
Of course not. Just untie the sack. I wouldn't do that.
Monsieur, he's a lady.
That's more than I can say for you, fatso. Great disguise.
Margaret, are you all right?
Oh, you know her?
Our mother was one of the finest aviators in Africa.
The finest still.
Let me help you out.
You've picked up some interesting habits. When did you start shooting women at random?
I don't. I shot your saddle.
Oh, that makes you a gentleman.
I was right, sir. They're communicators for Von Leto.
Is he around here? Because we'd like to avoid him if possible.
Am I your prisoner?
Of course. But we take good care of you. Does your mother know you've become a courier for the Germans?
It was her idea. Your little affair aside, she has no love for the British.
Well, that goes without saying.
You'll get nothing from me. That also goes without saying.
Well, if you change your mind, Margaret, grant.
Well? She answered all our questions with a terse invitation to go to hell. Infuriating woman.
Stubborn, like her mother. Once on a hunting expedition, just to prove she was braver than the men, she crept up behind a grazing rhinoceros and wrote Pumbavu on it.
She wrote idiot in Swahili on a rhino's butt?
In chalk.
Got to admire that in a young lady.
Yeah.
I suppose she'll have to eat.
I'll take it.
What a fellow. Always ready to sacrifice for his comrades.
I brought you some food.
Pardon me while I swoon with gratitude.
You're welcome. Was this pleasant?
Being shot off my horse usually puts me in a foul mood. The day got worse from there.
It wasn't my idea.
Don't be modest. I'm sure you enjoy tying women up.
Look, I'm sorry you got mixed up in this, but we can't have you giving away our position to the Germans. As soon as we get far enough north, I'm sure they'll let you go. You gonna take a bite of this?
I don't know what's worse, your cooking or your lying. We'll never catch him. He's far too brilliant for the likes of you.
Catch who? What are you talking about?
Fine. Play dumb, it suits you.
I'm not playing anything. Me and my friend are just trying to get back to our unit. We're in the Belgian army. The others, they're just helping us.
If you say so. I think one bite was quite enough, as was your company. I'd like my gag back, please.
Fine. You'll try to be nice to some people.
She didn't eat?
According to her, your food stinks.
She said that about my cooking? Maybe I'll have a talk with her myself.
Remy, don't get her started. It's a waste of time, and you'll regret it.
Well, don't say we didn't warn you.
She said something about we'd never catch him. What did she mean?
Can't fathom. Oh, woman must be suffering under some sort of delusion.
Germans.
Birdie, get below.
Oh dear, let me show you your new accommodation, my dear.
Danke, Vater, Deutsche Groß.
Not quite the rich, my dear, but that's maybe company.
Absteigen, den Wagen durchsuchen.
Durchschugen, seid ihr nächstags für Siedler sind?
Los, zack, 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 zack.
I'm Kenny. Good Kenny.
Der Wagen ist leer.
Sag ich doch, hier sind bei euch Siedler.
Ist das deine liebe Frau?
Ja. Sie guckt gut, wie ihre Mutter.
Stämmige Weiber. Die arbeiten gut auf dem Feld. Ja. Schade, dass sie so posthässlich sind.
Well, looks aren't everything.
You wish.
Ich habe die Spione auf der Patrouille erwischt.
Captain.
You mistake me for someone else.
No mistaking Frederick Salou. Hunter, soldier, worthy opponent.
You've been nipping at my heels for 2 years now.
Not that it did us any good.
Last time we crossed paths, we're at the Karoo Mountains.
Brilliant flanking maneuver on your part, if I might say. Sent us packing in a hurry.
You're very kind. It's an honor to meet you face to face at last.
The honor is entirely mine.
See they get a good night's rest. Feed them. Take good care of them. Shoot them.
Wonderful! Brilliant! I've told you these stupid disguises wouldn't work!
It's disguises.
The disguise don't matter! Look what you've got me into!
Oh, great, so now suddenly it's all my fault.
It's not suddenly your fault, it's always been your fault! You are the one who got us lost in the first place, idiot!
Well, you're the one who listened to me. What does that make you?
A bigger idiot! That's what I am forever, listening to you!
Gentlemen, please, some decorum.
And you are the biggest idiot of all!
You are addressing a superior officer.
What are you going to do to me? Court-martial me?
Now, there's no cause to get all riled up here. Calm down.
So far, so good.
Good night, darling.
Das Englische. Die war mir schon immer lieber. Danke.
Well, I don't know what you're saying, sport, but enjoy the cigarette. You won't need the gun. Only the keys. Sorry to have kept you.
Well done.
What took you so long, Bertie? Truck's outside. Reckon we nabbed one and slashed the tires to the
Say
other.
up.
Wait a minute, this is the Colonel's tent.
Leave the pistol where it is, Colonel.
It's a kidnapping!
You had this planned all along.
Of course.
Well, why drag us into it?
I needed you. You're my good luck.
But you lied!
Would you have come otherwise?
No!
Well, there you are, then. Colonel, if you please.
Die Bullen von Lecco! Durchsucht das Lager!
We create a diversion. You go that way. We'll see you at the trucks.
Schnell, hierher!
Come on!
Come on, get in, you! Ich bin in den Turm!
Shut up! Rauskommen oder wir schießen! Got a lot to learn about being a prisoner.
This should do fine. Let's go and pick up the others.
Schnell! Helfen Sie mir auf, this ballon, Ballon!
Balloon?
Balloon.
Come on, come on! Get this thing in the air!
Get in the car, gentlemen. Everybody on board. Where the hell is Indy? What has he done with my prisoner?
Remy, we did it! Remy, don't stop! Remy, we're through there! There must have been 80 of them! Well, at least 6! Yes! Fine! Remy! Remy, help me! Remy, do something! Oh, great!
Hate when that happens.
Remy, you gonna help me or what? Finally!
Watch out for those motorcycles. They better watch out for me. Where's Indy? Look up, there he is. I said meet us at the truck.
I got sidetracked! Da oben, in den Ballon! Come on, Indy!
Quit messing around. Get down here, the shit's good. Get down!
How do we make this thing go down?
The rope! Throw in the rope!
Here, Remy.
That's it! Yeah!
No!
It wasn't the best way to see you injured!
Oh, again, it's my fault! Where were you?
Stop arguing and get down!
It wasn't my idea!
You're stealing my prisoner! I want Von Leto!
You can have it back! Remy, throw Von Leto over!
No, 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 no!
Fine, then help us to get down!
Let's get out of here! Come on!
Hey, come back! Hey, watch! We have your colonel up here! Stop shooting! Feuer einstellen! Nicht schießen!
Ich komme nicht weit.
Vergesst die Lastwagen. Repariert lieber das verdammte Flugzeug.
Das wird nicht nützen.
Warte.
Das ist der Pilot.
Have I mentioned lately, I'm sorry I ever met you?
What sort of circus are your people running? They send rank amateurs to kidnap me?
You don't have to get insulted. It's not our fault they didn't tell us the plan.
Of course I'm insulted! How dare you be so unprepared? It's an utter disgrace!
It's like kidnapping my father.
Indy, we can't drift in this balloon forever.
The first thing to do is to determine which way we're headed. If we're drifting toward the German side, you might start thinking of yourselves as my prisoners.
Yeah, that's great, but we don't have a compass.
What? What sort of imbecile crosses Africa without a compass? Don't they teach you anything? If you were my troops, I'd have you flogged! We're headed south. I'll accept your surrender now. You'll be fairly treated.
South, huh?
Give us that compass. Come on.
We're headed north, right for the Belgian lines.
That's wonderful. If we bring him in, that makes us heroes. They will probably pin medals on us.
Assuming that you get me there.
Why wouldn't we?
Watch out! It's the whole German army!
Wait a minute, what can they do? We're up in the air.
Shoot you down. Indy!
Red Whooping!
Here, Remy, tie him up. Hand me this glue and these patches.
Don't move you!
Hand me the glue.
Come here! Hurry! Indy, walk faster!
Patching these as fast as I can!
We are too heavy! We must lose some weight!
I suggest diet and exercise.
Ah, c'est pas le moment, hein? Hurry, come on! Come on, Indy!
That's everything with the weapons.
This jam!
Oh, great! Here.
Nicht schießen! Acht auf den Oberst!
It's hopeless!
I suggest you surrender!
All right,
Give up!
What the hell?
I suggest you patch those holes.
You did kidnap my father. It's a nightmare.
You should be able to do that blindfolded.
Shame the basket's too small for close-ordered drill.
Isn't it?
Indy!
Whose is it?
German. You can tell by the sound of the engine.
Hurry!
Nail him, Remy! We've only got a few patches left! Wow! You did it! You see that? Now that's shooting! Maybe next time you'll think twice about coming back.
One last pass before he goes down. Commendable.
I got him.
Just in case the gun does walk up on you!
Walk up. What do you mean, walk up?
Resting on the basket!
I don't care about walking up.
That is walking up.
Oh! Remy, hand me the patches!
I think you can forget about the patches!
A dump.
Seems like a crashing in there.
That's what I thought.
Throw everything overboard!
Hang on!
Any broken bones?
I don't think so.
There will be as soon as I catch my breath.
Look, I'm only gonna say this once, all right? I'm really sorry.
Great.
That was without question the most stupid act I've ever witnessed. I might even go so far as to say I'm awestruck. Nevertheless, we are here. What do we do about it?
Proceed on foot. Find our weapon. Lions.
The lions are not the problem. We are here and the weapons are there. That is the problem.
Maybe we should climb in a tree?
Next suggestion?
One of us should go get the guns.
Better. Any volunteers?
Don't look at me. You shot us down. You do it. You are a born hero.
The lions aren't dangerous unless they're hungry.
You sure?
Absolutely. They look well fed to me.
Then why are they eating the guns?
I hate when that happens.
Act nonchalant. Animals can sense your fear. Just look relaxed.
Then why are you walking backwards?
Just a matter of strategy.
Yeah, survival.
Who's? Them or us? Whoopus. Shoo-shoo.
Got any more great ideas?
Well, there's one last thing we can try.
What's that?
Rauf! Schnell! Laufen! Raus!
It's working! Fudelka, Salman! Fudelka!
I could have done that.
Fudelka! Salman! Salman!
North is this way.
Is this how you propose to go about it? With you up front and him behind?
What's wrong with that?
You do not march a prisoner between you. You put him up front where you can both see him. Now, suppose I did something unexpected, like grabbing you from behind.
He'd shoot you.
Oh? He'd shoot me, he'd shoot you. Because I'd spin you into the line of fire. What good is the man behind you now? You're my prisoner now.
I'll thank you to stop accepting my surrender. After you. What is it?
Dinner.
Haben Sie ihn gefunden?
Ja. Helfen Sie mir, das Flugzeug zu reparieren.
The secret is toasting it lightly. If it gets too close to the flame, the outside goes black and the center runs out.
I hate when that happens.
So why do the British want you so badly?
I'm a military genius.
There's no sense in being modest.
None. I've run rings around the British now for 2 years. Constantly outwitted and defeated forces far greater than my own.
So what makes you such a genius?
In any given situation, you examine your options, weigh the consequences, and make your decision keeping in mind the soldier's criteria.
Which is?
The soldier's first duty is to obey orders. His second is to survive. He may fail the second, but never the first. I think this is done.
No, thanks.
Eat! Do you good. Keep your strength up.
Having examined my options and weighed the consequences, let's get one thing straight. You're not going to get me to eat a giant termite, so forget it.
Good. More for us.
It's not too bad.
What do you know? People eat snails.
Do you hear something?
This is some kind of trick. It won't work.
It's no trick. Listen.
Look! Look up there on the hill.
There's only one.
They're hostiles.
You mean they're on your side?
They're not on anybody's side.
What do we do?
Keep walking. Take it nice and easy. Pretend you're out for a Sunday stroll.
Any other ideas?
Run!
come up with that?
Take to the high ground! Give me a weapon!
Oh, I know you won't try and shoot us!
If I shot you, I'd be doing you a favor.
Let me give him his gun!
Stand back to back!
Fight to the last man!
Got any other great ideas?
Maybe you could marry the chief's daughter.
Remy, are you hurt? Remy!
Stop! I said stop!
Prisoner's first duty is to escape.
Then mine is to stop you.
You might make a soldier yet.
Nice shot.
I was aiming at your head.
Well, then I take it back.
Drop the pistol.
You drop yours. I'm not in the mood to bargain.
You have nothing to bargain with. If you shoot the colonel, I will shoot you. But if I shoot you first, the colonel will be free.
She's right.
Correction, you could shoot me, but then Remy would shoot you. The colonel would still be a prisoner.
We're outmaneuvered.
No, we're not. The colonel's army is just over that hill. They'll be here any second.
Nice try, but I'm not buying.
Ah. The wind shifts again.
What do we do now?
This calls for clear military thinking. Examine your options and weigh the consequences.
Option 1, we shoot you both and try to escape on foot. Consequence, your army tracks us down and kills us.
Not sure I like that one.
Option 2, you and Bullseye hop in that plane and fly away, while Remy and I shout bon voyage. Consequence, we keep on walking and you turn your army around.
How can you be certain?
I guess you have better things to do than to track down 2 Belgian officers trying to return to their units. A soldier's first duty is to obey orders. His second, to survive. Since we were never given any orders, I guess we'll just have to survive. I'm letting you go, but just this once.
Thank God.
Good luck getting back to your lines.
Thanks. Won't need it.
You'll need more than that. Perhaps, my young friend, we can make use of this.
Are you sure you can use it? We've been working for 2 days now. You sure this is a good direction?
I'm not talking to you.
You just don't care about my wife and my
Don't
children.
holler at me.
Oh no. Them again.
Need a lift? Where are you aiming for, chap?
Lake Victoria.
Lake Victoria? Well, that's where we're heading. Can we give you a lift? We promised to get you back safely, and a promise is a promise.
Great.
Gentlemen, we've had this very interesting request. I think we can reach the upper reaches of this plain today. We might be able
My
to
poor
do it.
Suzette. I'll never see her again.